Hey, what's going on? Happy New Year, everyone out there. I am clearly going live here. Uh, just wanted to get on, see how everyone's doing, see how you're feeling. Um, it's been a while since I've gone live, really, the last quarter of 2023. Had a lot going on. So it's good to get back in the saddle. I'm just really trying to get the hang of getting back into this. Don't really know what's going to happen, how things are going to go, but regardless, just wanted to get on here, say hey really quickly, um, and see how everyone's doing. So, want to say hi to my one follower out there. um, just kidding. I'm on two two cameras. So I'm here and I'm here. So you might see me look off to the side a little bit, but um, like I said, just trying to get my setup now that I'm in a new studio, office, workspace environment. So let me know which one you like the most. But wanted to really just cut to it and, like I said, get used to being live again and talk about some things for 2024, especially some really interesting things in terms of what I'm looking to accomplish and do. Uh, you know, when it comes to crypto blockchain industry, there's a lot of changes that are taking place right now. Obviously, there is uh, the traditional financial system is looking to do an end run on Web3 and crypto. And they really don't, in my opinion, want true decentralization. They don't want true community blockchain. They want to have control over this so that they can charge you uh, fees like they always have and have control over your money and your funds. We're just starting to see this. And really, the Bitcoin ETF to me is relatively emblematic of that because um, what's going to happen? Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. I could do this so I'm not looking all over the place, but then that messes up the other camera. Wait. Oh, there you go. See, it's coming together. I think. Maybe not quite. All right. We'll still working on it. It's a work in progress, and it's only going to get better the more that I do this. So I think that's about the best it's going to be for now. So uh, it's kind of off to the side, but you guys can see me, and I think that's what's most important. But getting back to that, Bitcoin ETF is going to be coming out very soon here, and I'm going to keep talking about it because really, what they want to do, what I think traditional finance wants to do, is create an easy button on crypto and on Bitcoin, and this to them is their way of doing it, while once again allowing their customers to have exposure to Bitcoin. People who don't understand it, but want to invest in it, don't understand the network, how blocks are created, how mining and consensus works, how to get a wallet. They're just either too lazy or don't necessarily have the confidence to do it. So they'll let their investment advisor do that for them. And but what their investment advisor is going to do is, once again, they're going to take fees on your behalf. And it'll be interesting to see how the fee structure works itself out. Um, Also, what that does is that minimizes self-sovereignty of your money, right? Like, I think one of the best things to happen in crypto is being able to, have access to your funds in a 24/7 manner, right? Bitcoin ETF doesn't allow you to do that, unfortunately. What it is going to do, once again, it's going to allow bankers to really buy more Bitcoin themselves, say you have it, but they have custody of it. So if you don't have custody, you may have a legal title, but if you don't have custody, that goes back to the good old custodial risk issue. So talk about that in my book. And I really appreciate everybody who's picked up my book, DeFi for the Diaspora. Excuse me, can't talk right now, but because I'm so speechless, all the support over the last few months and years around the book. And when I wrote the book, I talked about things that can happen, what we can do to really build community around blockchain. And the reason why I didn't come out straight out of the gates doing that is because I wanted to get the message out about the book and allow people to read the book, understand what the message is. But now we are at a point where I feel like the message has gotten out, and I've done a lot to get the message out there. And it is time to start building that community. And in the book, there are 3 groups that I discuss, and 3 groups will be formed. These 3 groups will be a little bit different because I want to be able to bring in as many people as possible. And obviously, this first group is just going to be beginners. Like I was talking about, people who want to get exposure to Bitcoin and other crypto, who may not have the confidence to, do it themselves. They may be a little shaky, or may not have the confidence, and they want some guidance along those lines. That's exactly what I want to create a very small group around, is doing blockchain and crypto 101. I had a best-selling class in India with the Knowledge Hut, and a lot of that coursework is going to be in this first group that I want to put together. And so it'll be really live, in-depth, small classes that'll be formed with folks who want to join up. And that's going to be coming soon. You'll get more information around that, like I said, in the very near future. Also, the second group will be more analytical, more research-based. So if you have a good foundation and you don't necessarily need to learn the basics of blockchain, Bitcoin, crypto, but you want to know about new projects and you want to know about new decentralized applications and just ways of doing research. If you haven't, everyone I think has their own method and own approach, but it's good to maybe get information from someone else. And there's a lot of projects I want to cover, I want to share, I want to work with you guys on. And so please join me. And that'll be very interactive too. So I'll be sharing my research methods, what I am experimenting with, what I'm getting success with, and also, talk about where I haven't gotten success over the years, the mistakes I've made. So that's an opportunity to learn from my mistakes. It'll be also a little bit more collaborative too. The groups that we will be working with and putting together, people will be able to share their insights into given projects, but it's also going to cover some, fraud assessments, looking into some of these projects that are fraudulent. There's more and more new fraud in this industry pretty much every day, but there are some of the same old tried and true fraud schemes that are also, since there's new entrants every day into crypto, those old fraud schemes are still around as well. So I'll be happy to discuss those, like I said, along with new research, new projects that have the ability to take off. And the last group is going to be a working group for people who are within the industry who, may have read the book or just believe in the promise of Web3 and what we can do to create a better world. We don't, in my opinion, once again, I don't want to see traditional finance just taking over Web3. Like I said, they want to do an end run around it, all this regulation, and to a certain extent, some of the mainstream messaging you're seeing is coming from traditional finance. And what they want to do is, once again, make sure that you're paying them your money and not having control over your money. And so, how can we come together as a group and as a collective to, once again, create a better world and really follow through in the promise of this technology? And there's always that story out there about FTX and what they were doing in Chicago, right? Like, oh, hey, we're going to help all these people in Chicago who don't know what blockchain is, and we'll just give them crypto. And then, what happened to FTX, right? We know what happened to FTX. I still hear those jokes every now and then, but the stuff that they did really damaged efforts to create equity and justice through blockchain, unfortunately. And also other fraudulent projects out there that have done that. Now, there have been some legitimate projects that when you say this is what you're trying to do, you're trying to bring about a more equitable world. A lot of times, those sort of projects get undercapitalized. And if they don't get undercapitalized, they get undermined. And so, let's come together, work together in that third group to try and achieve those objectives. So, didn't want to sit here and just start talking and rambling, but I did want to talk about what's new for me in 2024. And I'm going to do this and just see if there's demand for it. There may not be demand for it, and that's fine because I'm at the point now where I feel like I've done a lot and I've seen a lot, and the more time that I have to focus on my own projects in this space, or just my own things, or just even my own time in general, the better. But like I said, when I wrote this book, I wanted to help a lot of people with it. Can't help everybody, but I can only help the people who say that they want help too, or need help. And that, once again, is in these small group courses. They're not even really courses, it's just small groups where we're going to discuss this technology and how it can help you, how it can help your community, and how it can help the industry too. So, all right, well, this is January. Happy New Year. And hope you have a great year, a great night, and a great upcoming weekend here. Take care.